Well, folks, as if we hadn't had enough fun this year during COVID, we thought we'd go ahead and add one more bug to the system. We are so sorry. We've been practicing, rehearsing, getting everything sitting right and pretty, and it's all looking good, and then boom, here comes another issue. But never fret, we're still out there. We're still here. HuRrAh is still a thing. You are still there to support us, and most of all, Helping Restorability is very glad that you are. So we're going to continue on, folks. We're going to forge ahead with this thing, HuRrAh 2020. We're not dead yet. Here we go. I first and foremost want to thank all of our sponsors. Don't have time to get into all of them right now, but I'm going to start at the top with our presenting sponsor for HuRrAh 2020. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much for this. Baylor Scott and White Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, located right here in Arlington, Texas. You're always there for us. You always step up. We sincerely appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. Also, this year, since the way we're doing this, we've never done this before, we needed a place to go. We found a place to go. They stepped up as well to help us out. Our new friends, City on a Hill, is helping us out with our production. They're here fighting the battle with us to get this out there to help us do the job that we're all here to do tonight. Now then, one thing that is working, and I know because I just placed my own bids, you get your phone out. You can still bid, okay? You can bid on the silent auction items, and you can even bid on the live auction items, even though we haven't had a chance to get to those just yet. But you've got to have your phone ready to roll. So get your phone out right now. You can download the app. You'll see the app there to where you're able to access everything, to see where the bids are, to see where you want to go, etc. Here's a key thing. We're enabling you the opportunity to set your maximum bid. So, for example, if you're currently bidding on an item and it's at $100 and you're the high bidder and you're thinking, well, I would go to $300 on this, but you want to check out other items and not have to sit there and babysit your phone on that particular item, no sweat. You can set your phone with a maximum bid of the 300 where you'd like to go and leave it alone. If you happen to get outbid, boop, you're going to go up to the next increment. We're not going to take it all the way to the 300. You'll go to the next increment until you're outbid. It'll go to the next one and the next one and the next one. It'll cap out at your $300 bid. It won't go above that. But what we will do, if it does get to your maximum bid, we're going to go ahead and give you notification to allow you to raise your maximum bid for a better chance to get the item that you're bidding on. So the maximum bid is just one of the great features that you can use to get where you want to be. I'm also going to remind you throughout the night, don't forget, you didn't buy a ticket for this year's event. You're already ahead of the game. In the past, you might pay upwards of $100 a piece just to go to the event. Glad you had it. I mean, they're fun events, nothing wrong with that, but you didn't have to do that this year. If you have a couple, that's $200. Maybe in the past you've hired babysitters. Maybe you've got Uber. Maybe you bought new outfits to wear. There's all sorts of incremental, not revenue, incremental expenses that are gone. Poof, they've disappeared. So you have a chance now to take that money and put it towards the event itself. And we'd appreciate if you do that. We're going to give you lots of opportunities to do that, not the least of which at any time you want, hit that bid button on your phone. Not even a bid button, it's a donation button. And you can make a donation of whatever amount you want. Maybe it's just coming out of the money that you've already saved. We don't know. We're going to find out as we go on throughout the evening. But we know why we're here tonight. Every once in a while you need just a reminder, and that's where we're going to go right now. Please enjoy the video. This will remind us of why we're all here, and I'll see you here in just a little bit. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Austin. Welcome to HuRrAh 2020. Welcome!
Hi, my name is Vicki Niedermeyer, and I'm the CEO of Helping Restorability. I want to thank you so much for being a part of our event tonight. I know this is not how any of us had planned for this to go, but we have had to pivot and change direction in order to bring you this event, and I think we've done an amazing job, and hopefully you'll enjoy it tonight. One of the things that has really become obvious to me and probably to you as well, as we've all hunkered down at home and tried to stay safe during this time, is that, you know, while we can get our needs met, for the most part, I need a haircut like everybody else, but for the most part, you know, we are finding alternative ways to get your groceries and things like that. So, you know, we got our needs met, but what is really missing from our day-to-day lives that is acute in my life that I'm noticing is that human interaction. And when we think about what Helping Restorability does, we're in people's homes all day, every day, helping people get bathed and dressed and fed. But at the end of the day, is it really about those things? Is that what's critically important? And I think this crisis in our country and in our world has helped us to realize that what's really important, what really matters in life is that human interaction. And so as we go about our day-to-day lives and we Skype and FaceTime and use all these technology tools to connect, at the end of the day, we still miss that connection with another person. And so while we're virtually connecting with you today, we hope that soon we'll be able to connect with you in real time, in real life. But we thank you for being a part of our event tonight so that we can continue to be in our clients' homes, making that human connection face-to-face, person-to-person. I had the privilege recently of talking to many of our caregivers, just checking on them and seeing how they're doing. And it's an amazing group of people, and they're serving an amazing group of people that need help. And so I want to thank you for the time and effort that you're putting into supporting our agency, and to let you know that we're thrilled to have you here tonight in this really unusual time. I want to remind you to download HandBid. That's an app on your phone if you haven't done it before, and it allows you to bid on our silent auction items. We have a huge array of silent auction items, and also we have hot ticket items that are going to be going like hotcakes, I guess. or so I've been told. So download Hand Bid, look for that silent auction. You can start your bidding now. And at this point, I'd like to turn it over to our Board of Directors President, Doug Toney. He's been on our board previously, and he served his term, stepped off, and has been so passionate about our agency and so connected to us that he is back on our board and back as our board president a second time. So we are so honored to have him serving on behalf of those that we are here to serve, and also our entire board of directors, who are amazing people in our community that donate their time and talent to help us help others. So Doug, take it away.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Doug Toney. I'm the board president for Helping Restorability. Sophie and I are excited to be joining you from our couch. Thanks for being here. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I got involved with Helping Restorability and why their mission is so important to me. About 12 years ago, I met Vicki and some of the staff at a strategic planning workshop, and we discussed me getting on the board. And then I procrastinated a little bit. Shortly after that, I dissected my aorta, something that most people don't live to tell about. After an ambulance ride, a helicopter ride, open heart surgery to replace part of my aorta and replace a valve in my heart, and 3 separate hospital stays, thank God I'm here today. So about a year after Vicki and I originally met, I sent her an email and said, I don't know if you remember who I am, but I think I'm supposed to be on your board. This is where I need to be. Since that time, I've volunteered on the board of directors and various committees for about 7 or 8 years. And the reason I donate my time and money to Helping Restorability is because I believe in what they do. There aren't many things better than helping somebody that's disabled live an independent life in their home at a cheaper cost instead of being in a nursing home or long-term care facility. And that's why we're here tonight, to raise money to help those clients. Helping Restorability has one fundraiser a year, which this year would have been at the Fort Worth Zoo. And since COVID-19 hit all of us, we're having a virtual event tonight. So we really appreciate you being here. The best news about the virtual event tonight, in addition to having a great time, is every dollar we raise is going straight to help the clients because we have no overhead. Obviously, this is not professional video. So thanks for being here. We have a lot of great things planned for tonight. We're gonna meet some clients. We've got a silent auction. If you have your phone, download the Hand Bid app. That's where you can bid on the silent auction items. We have some great items, especially as we're all trapped in our house right now. We have some trips, we have some restaurants, we have lots of great stuff. And you're gonna be bidding against me. I'm expecting some of those things to go on a premium, but don't worry, every dollar raised is going for a great cause. You've got a lot of great opportunities for how you can help the agency tonight. With that, Sophie and I are going to say goodnight, and I'll pass it to Vicki. Thank you.
Let me tell you about what's been going on this last year. We have been really, really busy since our last event, our last HuRrAh at the zoo. In the last year, we've admitted 247 new additional clients. And to serve those new clients, we've hired 620 caregivers over the last year. And so we've grown, if you add those two numbers together, we've grown almost 1,000 people in total since the last time you joined us for our fundraising event. The kinds of services that we provide are things like bathing and dressing and cleaning and feeding, helping people get around their homes. Our mission is to support people in remaining in their homes, out of institutions like hospitals and nursing homes and assisted living facilities. And as you and I both know, those places are the places hardest hit by the coronavirus. Those are not places that you want to be. And so our whole mission is to support people in staying in their homes as long as they possibly can. And if they are in a facility of any sort, it is our job to try to help transition those people back into their homes where they're not only safer, but more comfortable and have a higher quality of life. A while back I was asked, if you could design a sign or a symbol or a poster about what your agency stands for, what would that be? And the thing that popped in my mind is the big red circle with the line through it. And I, at that point, just envisioned it just saying nursing homes. But it could also say hospitals or institutions of any sort, because no one says they want to move into a nursing home or go to the hospital. Everyone wants to be at home with their families and their community. And that's who we are and what we do in a nutshell. In addition to helping with the activities of daily living, like I was just explaining, we also do medical care. So helping with physical therapy, occupational therapy, nursing services, medical social work services, and home health care, home health aides. So in a nutshell, that's who we are and what we do. And we do it throughout the entire state of Texas. Primarily, our biggest population, of course, is right here in the Tarrant County, North Central Texas region. But we have clients and serve the entire state of Texas. And so with the COVID virus, we've had to change the way that we do business. And thankfully, the state has worked with us to give us some waivers so that we are able to do a lot of things remotely and virtually using technology that previously we were not allowed to do. So you need to know that we are still continuing to admit people into services. We are still continuing to hire caregivers, train caregivers, orient them into the field in the client's home, but we do this all virtually so that we minimize the risk to everyone involved. And we're continuing to grow. We continue to take phone calls. All of our administrative staff are working remotely, but for example, if you call me at the office, my personal cell phone rings and I get that call. And so we've learned necessity is the mother of invention, and we've all learned how to use technology and embrace it, because honestly, our clients can't afford not to get those services that we provide. So we have a moral and ethical mission, a purpose in doing the care that we do. And so it was imperative that we be prepared no matter what happened to continue those services. As I said, we've had challenges, and in fact, in our business, in our industry, over the last year, in 2019, 35% of agencies that do exactly what we do closed their doors. And the projection this year is that, this was before March, the projection was that another 30% were going to go out of business. And then you factor into the mix all the struggles and challenges that the pandemic has presented, and you know, our contracts with the state of Texas, and I said our purpose and our mission is to support people who choose us for their services. So all these agencies that have closed their doors, that's a big reason, a part of why we've grown, is because we have been absorbing and taking on transfers from closed agencies. And I can't even imagine what this year is going to look like. It's going to be even more of a need in our community and in our state. And we're ready for that. The more local impact recently that has happened with COVID is that we have been asked if we could accept people coming out of the hospitals to make room for people that are impacted by COVID. And so I just recently filled out a questionnaire on how many more people could we serve that are being discharged from the hospital that are not COVID related, because that's who we are and what we do is home health care. So we are here for you, for your family, for your loved ones, to serve you if you're in need, and to serve our community. And so we thank you for your support tonight, and we are blessed and honored by your presence. I'd like to turn it over now so that you can hear from one of our clients their story.
We cannot thank HuRrAh enough for giving us our quality of life back. Before we had outside care, we were running on fumes and barely getting through the day. We were so emotionally and physically spent. Now that we have help with some basic things, we can use that time for quality family time again. This allows us to recharge our spirits so we can be better parents. Thank you, HuRrAh.
Marcus is about to graduate from college, and he helps us out with my brother Evan. Having Marcus's help as Evan's personal care attendant has been a big help for my parents. Evan already knows and trusts him, so he doesn't have a hard time when my parents leave us with him. It's more like hanging out with the boys, and Evan loves it.
That was just outstanding, everybody. I love those videos, and Marcus is so adorable, and I know his family is so appreciative, not just of helping Restorability, but they are all, as we all are, very grateful that all of you have joined us to help support once again with HuRrAH 2020. A little bit different this year, but again, as we've said many times, and we'll continue to say many times, it may be different, but the mission is the same. Never forget that, okay? Having lots of opportunities to make some money this year, HuRrAH 2020. One more time, it all starts with that cell phone. So make sure you get everything loaded on the cell phone the way it needs to be so that you can make bids, you can make donations, or maybe you just make bids to get people to make higher bids. Personally, I always enjoy doing that myself. So there is a chance that you make a bid and you won't get the item, but the person that does will be making even a bigger donation, all because of you. Keep that in mind as well. Another thing to keep in mind, once again, no tickets this year. Free admission. You're looking at this at your own house. Maybe you're in your car. We don't know where you are, but we do know that we know where your heart is, all right? And we also know, frankly, you didn't have to spend money this year like you have in years past. No admission price, no new outfits, no new babysitters for some of you, no Uber rides, a lot of money that you've already saved. Feel free to just donate that money if it hits you at the right time. We're going to give you some opportunities as we go, but you already have the opportunity right there in the palm of your hand in the comfort of your living room, that telephone, the all-important smartphone. There's a reason they call it a smartphone, because you'd be really smart to use it right now to make a donation. See what we did there? Okay, so we've seen those videos. We've got our phones ready to go. One last call to get your drinks, to get your food ready, okay, to sit back and relax. And we're going to hear another video just to remind us, as if we needed more reminders of the reason we're all here to participate and support HuRrAH 2020. See you in a bit.
Good evening. I'm Brad McCorkle. I have the honor of announcing the Sam Province Award winner tonight, but also have the privilege of being Sam's nephew. His sister Sarah is my mother. The Sam Province Award is named after my uncle, who founded Helping Restorability in 1977. Sam was the last person in Tarrant County to contract the polio virus at the age of 9. As I was only 11 when Sam passed, I did not have a true understanding of the impact he had as an activist for those with disabilities, both locally and statewide. I do remember the stories of how he would lobby the university for accommodations, including getting the president to spend a day in a wheelchair to see what students faced on a daily basis. This led to UTA becoming one of the first campuses in the country to address the needs of students with disabilities. Sam relied on an iron lung at night, but during the day, he used a pneumatic belt that squeezed the air from his lungs as he literally taught himself to gulp air and trained his body to adapt. In the family, we call this frog breathing. That same determination and his empathy for others is what moved Sam to start Helping Restorability. That same spirit drives the organization today. I know this firsthand because I am also a board member of Helping Restorability and get to see up close the inspiring work that continues today. I know that Sam would be extremely proud of what the organization has become, and I'm honored to be but a small part. This award highlights how Sam's legacy lives on through the nominee's spirit and dedication to those that are differently abled within our community, and we'd like to thank those that nominated this year's candidates. They most certainly fit that description. Austin Underwood and his mom, Jan. You may have heard of Austin as the owner of the micro business Austin's Underdogs, providing great food in a traveling food truck across North Texas for local events, all the while advocating for differently abled people, just like Sam did. Austin's mom, Jan Underwood, has been his biggest cheerleader and devoted her life to seeking opportunities for Austin and others with intellectual disabilities. Today, Jan continues to advocate for meaningful employment for people in the IDD community, creating Mingus Job Accelerator in Mingus, Texas, to train 30 different job skills for those wishing to achieve employment like Austin in their community. Jack Hill. Jack has been a driving force behind ensuring that some of our most beloved public spaces are accessible to people with disabilities. Beginning in early 2000 with the American Airlines Center, Jack joined the design and construction team, attending all their meetings and influencing the process to ensure the space would be enjoyed by all. Jack's expertise went on to influence the Dallas Cowboys' new home in Arlington, AT&T Stadium, as construction manager and more recently as part of the committee overseeing the Globe Life Field, the new home of the Texas Rangers, scheduled to open as soon as the COVID-19 crisis ends. Thanks to Jack's contributions, his calm demeanor and kind spirit, these spaces are enjoyed by all citizens in North Texas. Mike King. A motorcycle accident in 1978 left Mike King, then 20, a paraplegic and wheelchair bound. In his 1986 book, The Mike King Story, Mike details his trip pushing from Fairbanks, Alaska to Washington, D.C. in 120 days, ending on the United States Capitol steps and a meeting to advocate for the needs of wheelchair users. Mike has worked across the country promoting sports for this disabled community, joining Joni and Friends in 2007, and participating on mission trips around the world, encouraging many people along the way. In recent years, Mike and his wife, Sharon, founded Power to Move with the mission of building communities where people with and without disabilities are able to pursue the benefits of physical activity together. The nominees, Austin and Jan Underwood, Jack Hill and Mike King, all embody Sam's passion and drive, and the award that is recognized by helping restore ability in his name. And the 2020 Sam Province Award winner is Mike King.
Hi, my name is Mike King, and I am honored to be this year's recipient of the Sam Province Award from Helping Restore Abilities. Power to Move is a ministry that was founded back in 2013 by my wife Sharon and I, and we work with people affected by disability, giving them the opportunity to live happy and healthy lifestyles. We do this through our adaptive fitness program, our individual training, our hand cycle instruction, and the opportunity to participate in local races throughout their community, no matter what the disability. In the 42 years that I've lived my life with a disability, I've come to realize the importance of living a happy and healthy lifestyle and what that does for your physical and social well-being. It helped me to realize the things I still can do instead of the things I thought I couldn't do. And it helped me those early years after my accident when I struggled with depression. I want to thank Sharon for helping me come up with the idea of Power to Move, and my family and friends for helping me realize the ability that I have in life, and the Lord Jesus Christ for giving me the hope and strength to live each day to my fullest potential. So thanks again, Helping Restore Abilities, for this award, and God bless you.
Hi guys, I'm Cottrell, and this is my son CJ. He's 20 years old, and he's been a client at HuRrAh for 12 plus years now. First, I would like to thank Sam Province for his vision that he's had for helping restore ability to make sure that those who are sometimes forgotten have the ability to live an independent life and an active lifestyle. I also would like to take the time to say thank you to the CEO, Vicky, and the entire HuRrAh staff, plus Sam's family, for ensuring that his legacy is still alive. And they are doing a tremendous job at that. I now serve on the board at HuRrAh. Please excuse CJ. But I now serve on the board at HuRrAh as a client representative, and that was made possible because Sam knew how important it would be to hear the voices of the clients. So not only do I get to be an advocate and a voice for my son CJ, but for all the clients of the organization. So I'm so sorry, but this is real life, guys. This is real life. I also appreciate the fact that HuRrAh does not make us feel like we're just a number. I have received personal notes in the mail from Vicky. I have received in-person prayer. So HuRrAh is truly a one-stop shop, and you get everything you need there. They just make you feel like you're an individual with needs, with real life issues, and they're there to try to help us in any way that they can. Also, we've been participating in the HuRrAh event for this year will be the 4th year, and there was no way we were going to let the coronavirus keep us from participating. So anything that I can do and my family can do to ensure that this organization is still up and running and being able to help meet the needs of those who need it, I'm here for it. In closing, we love HuRrAh, and the most important part is they love us too. So with that being said, I will end by saying thank you, HuRrAh. Say bye. CJ, now he has nothing to say. Bye.
Hi, and welcome back. I'd like to thank you again for joining us here tonight, and I'd like to take a moment just to tell you a story. About 25 years ago, a young lady was coming home from work, and she was involved in a horrific car accident. Her name is Nikita. Upon discharge from the hospital after a lengthy stay, when she returned home, she was no longer able to care for herself. She couldn't feed herself, couldn't dress herself, couldn't get in and out of the bathroom. None of that. All those things that she used to be completely independent at doing, she now needed help. She had a friend named Barbara, and Barbara began helping her friend for about a 2-week period. And then Barbara needed to return to her job and was no longer able to help Nikita. So she was talking with her mom, Gerthy, about the situation. Gerthy had always wanted to be a nurse, but had never had the means to go to nursing school or pursue a career in the medical field. But she had 4 small children to support. And so Gerthy met Nikita, and the two struck up an immediate friendship. And for the last 25 years, Monday through Friday, 8 hours a day, Gerthy has gone to Nikita's home and helped her friend get bathed and dressed and get her breakfast and participate in life as she knows it now. And they have formed a bond that is like no other. As you are inundated, I'm sure, with many, many requests for support during this incredibly difficult time in our community and our world, you may be like me, where I'm struggling to determine what is the best way that you can help. And so as I evaluate the opportunities that come my way, there are 3 questions I ask myself. First, what is the mission of the organization that is asking for my support? What is their purpose in being? What services do they provide, and do I feel like those are critically important? Number 2, are they good stewards of the funds that they receive and the support that they receive from the community? What do they do with those dollars, and how trustworthy are they? Do I really believe that when they tell me that how they're going to spend those dollars, that I can trust that is exactly what will happen? And then the third question that I ask myself is, what exactly will my dollars be spent for? What is the purpose of those funds? How are they going to use those dollars? So let me address those 3 questions with you. Our purpose is in helping people like Gerthy go to people's homes and provide support to people like Nikita. And when you think about the heroes that we see every night being celebrated on TV, those are people that work for Helping Restorability. Every day, they put their mask on, they take their gloves, they take the hand sanitizers, they leave the safety and security of their home, they go to someone else's home, and they care for someone who needs that support. We have heroes at Helping Restorability. We have over 2,200 heroes right here in the North Central Texas area. It's not in some other place in the country. It is right here, your neighbors in your city that are getting these funds and these support. In terms of good stewardship, Helping Restorability operates on a 5% administrative rate. That means that 95 cents of every dollar goes into the pocket of the person who is going out and being that healthcare hero serving others. 95 cents of every dollar goes to wages for those caregivers. And we operate on the nickel that's left from every dollar that's contributed. And that nickel covers things like the protective equipment, the hand sanitizer, the gloves, the masks, the things that they need, the training that they need to be our healthcare heroes. So let me tell you what your money will go for. $25 will buy 10 bottles of hand sanitizer for our healthcare heroes. $50 would pay for 250 gloves for them. And $100 will pay for 30 COVID masks to keep them safe in the work that they do every day. So I know you have a lot of choices, as we all do. I hope that your being here tonight has already confirmed for us that you believe in our mission and you believe in the work that we're doing and you want to support our heroes. So thank you so much again for being here tonight.
I like having an attendant because she helped me in so many ways. I like the way she helped me with my family, keeping my house clean, keeping me helping me washing clothes.
My name is Nicholas Juco, father of John Juco and spouse of Medina Juco, respectively. I'm a cancer survivor who finally understood that getting help is smart when I need it, which is many times. Gone are the macho days, and I have people I'm responsible for. HuRrAh, by being consistently supportive, have helped me to keep good attendance. Attendants give me the extra eyes, ears, hands, and legs and thoughtfulness that make my life so much better on the daily. Thank you.
Well, folks, there you go. That's just a few of the reasons that we're here tonight. First of all, congratulations to Mike King, a very, very well-deserved award, and we appreciate everything you've done and glad to recognize you with this award. We heard the term, this is real life stories. Well, we all have a lot of real life stories. We heard some of those real life stories just now, but each and every one of us, each and every one of you has a real life story that has been impacted by helping restorability. Well, we have a chance to make another real life story with this historic event, if you will. HuRrAh 2020 is the first time we've done it like this. We're all excited about it, and we're all ready for you to help us out as well. So, one thing you need to know is we're still going to have auction items. These are our hot ticket items, and like everything else, whether it's a hot ticket item or a silent auction item, you just bid right there on your phone. Okay, look at your phone, look at the items. Here we go. Going to help you out a little bit, just give you some descriptions just to kind of fire you up somewhat to get you out there to place those bids. The first one we have on our hot ticket items is a beautiful Cedar Creek Resort. It's a reservoir, all right? Cedar Creek Reservoir. Never been there. I've talked to friends that have. I do have someone bidding for me who will remain nameless, so maybe I'll get to go out there. But just in case I'm not the high bidder, please remember it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home. 13 people can go. That's an odd number. Maybe you have 12. You're looking for one more. That's me, lucky 13, okay? So if you're the high bidder, you're going to get a 2-night stay in this beautiful place that sleeps 13 people. Like I mentioned, again, 12 of you, 1 of me, 13. It has a beautiful deck that's covered. It circles the whole building, okay? So you get a full panoramic view of everything, including those gorgeous sunsets. There's also 140 feet of lake space. You can bring your toys. You can bring your boat. You can bring your giant inflatable flamingo, if you'd like. Maybe you have a rowboat. Maybe you have a paddle boat. We don't know what you have, but we do know that we have a beautiful lake house on a beautiful lake, and you have a chance to get it. You can also enjoy the fire pit and so much more. Be the high bidder. That is item number 1, Cedar Creek Reservoir, a 2-night stay. The second item you have an opportunity to bid on, again, right there on your phone, is a San Saba hunting trip. All you hunters out there, you know who you are. Hunting season. For some of you, it's always hunting season. Well, guess what? You get an opportunity for not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different hunts all out here. It's a 2-night stay at Aunt M's B&B. This is a San Saba hunting trip for up to 4. Key number there. You don't need to foot the bill yourself. Get your buddies, get your friends, get your family, okay? Everybody chip in on this, so you guarantee you're going to be the high bidder, but more importantly, you guarantee you're going to be out there with people that you know, people that you appreciate, people that you'd love to share this experience with. You'll have an opportunity to hunt deer, hog, turkey, or if you don't want to hunt anything, how about fishing? Who doesn't like to go fishing? Everything you want to do, there's no ranch limits, okay? You do have to stay within the law, of course, like we all do, but there are no limits. So you and 3 buddies, a total of 4 people, have a great time out there if you're the high bidder on item number 2, our San Saba hunting trip. Thank you so much, and thank you, Charlie Fowler, for that generous donation. Okay, we appreciate you, Charlie. Next up, the Low Country Boil for 15 people. No, we're not boiling 15 people. We're feeding 15 people, and boy, are we feeding 15 people. This Low Country Boil is everything you'd want. It's donated generously by Crustacean Catering, and if you know anything at all, you understand crustacean. Well, guess what? The boil is going to include everything from shrimp to crab to corn to potatoes to so much more. They're going to bring all the equipment, all their expertise, all their talent, feed 15 people, but best of all, they're going to clean up when they leave. This will be a great party at your place. They'll supply the food and the entertainment, because let me tell you, it's pretty darn entertaining to watch professionals do what they can do, and these guys are professionals. They're going to feed 15 people. It'll be a great time for everybody. So it's yours to have if you're the high bidder, our Low Country Bowl for 15 people. Next up, we have a long-range shooting class, all right? It's a long-range shooting class. You'll be able to do things with your rifles you never knew you could do. When we say long range, 200 yards, that's pretty long, right? That's nothing. 400 yards, yeah, that's twice as long as 200. That means it's double nothing. You're going to be shooting from up to 800 yards, just like a sniper. And when we say just like a sniper, we mean it, because you're going to learn many of the same techniques that Marine snipers have been using for years, all the way back to the 60s and the Vietnam days. You'll be shocked to know talents that you don't know you have. You just need professionals to help unearth those talents from you. You come on out. It's for up to 10 people. Again, same thing. Put your money together. Why foot the bill? Get all your buddies to chip in. And you know what you could do? Lean in and listen to this one. If you pay enough for this, you can charge your friends. You might make money on this thing if you charge them enough. Just think about it. I'm just saying, you don't have to pay for the whole thing yourself. It's for up to 10 shooters. You'll be shooting from up to 800 yards away, doing things you never knew you could do. And best of all, unlike the snipers that use these techniques, nobody's going to be shooting back at you. Okay? It's going to be a fun-filled day. Vapor Trail Tactical has generously donated this. This is our long-range shooting class. Next item we have, look at this, Up a Creek. It's the Up a Creek cabin package. It's 4 days and 3 nights. We're heading north. We're going way up north, all the way on the other side of the Red River. Broken Bow, Oklahoma. That's where we're headed. This will hold up to 6 people. It's a 2-acre lot. It's a secluded creek. It has a wraparound deck, just like we talked about earlier, but it also has a hot tub, a TV, and is pet friendly. Bring the pooches. You can even bring a cat with you. If you have to bring a cat, bring the cat. We'll allow the cat to go too. We prefer dogs, but it's your party. If you're the high bidder, you get it. Come on out and bring your cat, dog, whatever you want to bring. You'll have a great time. I guarantee it. All right? So, now then, I left one out. It's my bad. That's why I was looking through my notes, because I knew I'd do this, but this is the one that I think I'm bidding on right now, and I know I am. Southwest Airlines. Who's ready to get out of town? I know I am. I know you are too. We're all ready to get out of town. We've been stuck in COVID long enough. Southwest Airlines is going to help. If you're the high bidder here, you get 4 one-way tickets to go anywhere Southwest Airlines flies in the continental United States. Do the math. 4 one-way tickets equals 2 round-trip tickets. You plan your own vacation on Southwest Airlines, and boy, they go everywhere. Remember, they started here in Dallas all those years ago, but boy, have they expanded. You can get anywhere in the continental U.S., anywhere you want to go and back. 4 one-way tickets, Southwest Airlines. Build your own vacation. Have a great time. Go get out of this COVID drum and have, the vacation of a lifetime. And you know why? Because you've earned it. You've earned it very well from this, and you're going to be helping a great cause as well. So that's all our items. Let me remind you a couple of things, both on those items and the silent auction items. How are you going to get them, right? Normally you're at the event. Well, it just gets better because we're going to ship them right to you. That's right. We're going to bring the items. We'll get them shipped to you directly, right to your house, right to your business, wherever you need them to go. We'll get those items to you. So make sure you bid early, you bid often, set those high bids, okay, on the silent auction items. Check out the hot ticket items, get what you want, and the ones that have multiples, pool your money together, gives you the best opportunity to get the items. All right? Next up, You still have some money left, right? Maybe you got outbid on the items you wanted to get, but you still want to help us out. We're still glad to take your money because we need it, all right? We need the money, and we know that you need to help us, because if you didn't need to help us, you wouldn't even be here. So thank you for being here. We're going to start high right now. If you want to make a donation of $500, just a donation, $500. You can push it right there on your phone, boom. $500. Well, what does $500 do? I'm going to tell you what $500 will do. It'll provide care for a child with cerebral palsy for 2 weeks. 2 weeks of child care, right there, just your $500. But wait, there's more. Always wanted to say that. Wait, there is more. If you can get 2 or more people together and get a $1,000 bid together, this will be great, because this will provide someone with a lifetime of care. That's what $1,000 will do. Get 2 people together. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's an organization. $1,000, you can go that route as well. Maybe you have $250 you'd like to donate. Again, pull out your phone, hit the $250. We're going to use the $250 will help us provide care for a child with spina bifida for an entire week. 1 full week of child care. You just think of how many people you can help. $250 donation. Let me remind you again, folks, you didn't pay a ticket to come to the event. You didn't have to get a new outfit to wear. You didn't even have to get an Uber to get you there and back. You've already saved money. And for just $250, you can help provide child care for an entire week for 1 child with spina bifida. All right? We're not done yet. You want to donate $100? We'll take it. We've always needed these items, but now more than ever, medical masks, not just any type of mask. These are high-grade medical masks. You can donate 30 of them with just a $100 donation, just $100. You donate $100, it'll go directly to purchase these 30 medical masks for your $100 donation. And finally, $50. $50, we'll get 250 pairs of gloves. We've always needed these gloves for what we do, but again, times are a little bit different now. We're running through gloves a whole lot faster than we did a month ago. We still need those gloves. We're going to need them going forward, and they're not cheap. But you know what? They're not expensive either. $50, $50, 250 pairs of gloves. You can help us out with that. So that's just some other ways we can go. And if you also notice on the phone, if you want to make a donation, we'll figure out how to get any amount that you have. So keep track on the phone, all right? Everything's still alive and well. Make your donations. Go to the silent auction items. Set those high bids to make sure that you get what you want. But the best thing to do, every once in a while, just go in and double your bid, just to make sure that you get what you want. We've had a great time. We appreciate your support. We're not done yet. We're going to get one more quick reminder. Enjoy the video of why we're here, and thank you for joining us at HuRrAh 2020.
Okay, guys, was Brian awesome or what? I mean, the guy literally hits it out of the park every time. I just love him. But anyhow, so I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the all-in challenge that most of the celebrities are doing nowadays, where they promise like an excursion or extensive meet and greet with them for people who are donating to the COVID-19 charities. So I have an exclusive. Shh, don't tell anyone. But I'm giving you an HuRrAh all-in challenge. So for those of you who donated tonight or bought things on the silent auction or the live auction, you have the opportunity of having me come to you and having a photo shoot with moi. And I may also sing you a tune. But guess what? I won't give you a sample tonight because you might take your donation back. But seriously, guys, HuRrAh is a phenomenal organization. And I want to assure you that every dollar that was donated will, ensure that families like myself or families that you met tonight or several that you will never have the opportunity or pleasure of meeting, it will ensure that we continue to receive the life-changing services not only that we need, but also that our loved ones deserve. So we, again, just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we hope that you and your family stay safe and stay healthy, and God bless.